Alright, so you see I've already created one here, but I'll create another one just to show you what to do. Alright. So I'm in my animations folder and say create animation. Alright. I'll call this fade in 2. You just call it fade in probably because you don't have a first one. Alright. For now, let me see. I'm gonna just remove this component. I'm gonna do a fade into. All right. Now I have this blank animation. I haven't done anything with it. Right. I'm gonna use fade into. I'm gonna drag it onto your texture over here in the hierarchy, right? Because that's what we want the animation on. Right? As soon as you do that, you'll see in your inspector you have an animation. Alright? And from there, if you go up to Window, I want to just close this real quick so I can show you how to get there. Close tab, right? Go up to Window, you'll see there's an animation window, right? Click on the animation, that pops up. Right? You can dock this down here, which is what I did before, right? Alright. In the animation window, there's a bunch of stuff going on, obviously, right? You see here, this is the actual logo's position. We don't want to do anything with that, so we can just close that transform so we don't mess with it. If you mess with the transform, you'll get some funkiness. I mean, you can have it move in from left to right, you know, from all sorts of different things, but we're not going to do that. We're going to mess with the GUI texture, right? Because what we want to do is affect the GUI texture's alpha, right? The transparency of it, right? And you'll see that there is color. What? Did you connect it to your GUI texture?
Yeah.
Is your texture selected in your hierarchy?
I got it.
All right. Go ahead and dock that so that it doesn't look. You know, you can dock any window. You can dock, right? Just grab the tab and, well, I mean, I would dock it down at the bottom so you have, you know, some horizontal space to work with it. Or there. All right. All right, so you have these different colors, RGB, right? Red, green, blue, and an A for alpha, right? You'll see these little marks beside them. What you want to do is add a curve, which is curve means you want to add a change, right, between two different points in time. Because right? when you're animating, you animate over time, right? So you have a start and end of the animation. And if you took the audio-visual, then you take the audio-visual class, AV class with the Premiere and stuff. All right. You should be familiar with keyframes, right? Well, this is the same thing, right? You add keyframes, and then you tell it how you want to travel from one keyframe to the next, right? So you'll see up here, this is your timeline, right? And you can zoom in and out somewhere on here. Actually, just with your scroll wheel, right? So we'll make it fairly long. Let's say 4 seconds. Right. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. All I'm going to remove that. Alright. So if you double click down in the window, it gives you a keyframe. Right. I just double click here. Now I have a keyframe here and one here. Right.
Well, mine disappeared. So
What disappeared? If you're at 0, then it may be. Yeah.
Okay, it's just slide.
All right. Well, so see what we have to do is zoom in on our curve, because you'll notice that this goes from 0 up to 100, or actually it might be 500 right now, right? But our change is from 0 to 1, right? So anything you do here is going to. Can you not do that? All right. All right. So if you point at the window and you push F, it focuses in on it, right? All right, and now you can see that it starts at 0.5 and goes to actually 2.5, which is, both of them is more than we need, right? At the end, we want it full opacity, right? And you'll see over here, right here, that you can type in the number, right? This is the current keyframe value for alpha, right? And here we want it to be 1, which is 100%, right? So we just put 1 there, right? And you'll see that it goes down, right? So enter. Now you can focus on it again, and you'll see it goes 0.5 to 1, right? All right. Now we want to change the start value to be 0, right? So we can click on that keyframe, and we come in here and say 0, right? And then it should go black on you, right? And then you can focus on it again, right? And you'll see that it goes from 0 up to 1, right? And there's a little play button down here in the animation panel, and you can actually, kind of see what it does, right? And it'll keep looping, kind of, so you show it what it does, right? See if you can get it at that point. If it's going real fast, you need to pull your right keyframe over, right? You can focus by using the F key, just like you do in the scene window. So pause your thing there. Just stop it. Now just push F. F. There you go. All right. All right. And now this is the reason I said to put it at the bottom, so you had more horizontal space to work. Because now you can't. Yeah. See that. Yeah. Anyway. See, mine's underneath my game window, so that when I. All right. All right. Everybody with me so far? Anybody lost? Was that a shaking? You're not with me, or you okay? Oh, I'll go over it again. All right. Those who are with me, are you with me? All right. All right. So now we've attached the animation to our logo, right? So if we played the game, it should in fact come up like that. So if you tested it now, you'll see that it does in fact come up. All right. But obviously, once the splash screen pops up, we want it to automatically go to our start screen. You have to script that. The first thing you want to do is write a simple script, and I've already placed this in your scripts right here. Right? I called it S_splash screen. Feel free to copy this, create your splash screen script. Right? It has one simple function called load it, right? And all it does is say application.loadLevelStart, right? If you call your start screen something other than start, you'll need to change that, modify that to be whatever your level might be, right? So create that script right there,